I'd like to call this meeting of the Festus City Council to order. Roll call, please.
Councilman Boyer,
Here.
Councilman Underwood, Councilman Wilkie, Councilman Weiner,
Here.
Councilman Dennis,
Here.
Councilman Venz,
Here.
Councilman Cook,
Here.
Councilman Tenen.
Here.
Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Have a seat. Gentlemen, we have an amended agenda this evening under article under bids. We have a D, which would be from the police, a bid for ammunition, and E from the fire department for an extractor tool. Having said that, we have warrants tonight of $760,635.33. Could I have a motion to approve the amended agenda?
So moved.
We have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilman Boyer,
Yes.
Councilman Underwood,
Yes.
Councilman Wilkie, Councilman Weiner,
Yes.
Councilman Dennis,
Yes.
Councilman Venz,
Yes.
Councilman Cook,
Yes.
Councilman Tenen.
Yes.
Motion has passed. The amended agenda has passed. Any remarks from visitors?
There are none.
We have no remarks from visitors. We'll go right into bids. First bid tonight is for City Hall carpeting. Staff report.
Yes, sir. We solicited bids to replace the carpet here at City Hall. The offices on the City Hall side. We received one bid from Richard Floor Covering for $7,845. The budget for this amount is $9,000. The recommendation is to accept the bid from Richard.
Are there any questions? Any discussion?
We give the price again on that carpeting?
$7,845, which is under budget. Could I have a motion to accept the bid from Ricarde Floor Covering for $7,845?
So moved.
Motion's been made. Could I have a second? And seconded?
Yes.
Roll call, please.
Councilman Tenen,
Yes.
Councilman Cook,
Yes.
Councilman Venz,
Yes.
Councilman Dennis,
Yes.
Councilman Weiner,
Yes.
Councilman Underwood,
Yes.
Councilman Boyer.
Yes.
Motion has passed. We'll accept that bid. Next, we have a bid for a radio purchase for the police department. Could I have a brief on that, please?
Okay, what this radio purchase is a part of the three-prong approach we did when we did our Proposition P last year for the fire department, the police department, and radios. What we're looking at is 31 new mobile radios we can put in the patrol cars, 4 portables for the rest of the officers to have a portable radio system, and 3 consulates for the dispatching to record all of our radios. This will bring us up to where we're capable of switching over to the frequency that we're going to be going to the county operates off of.
Is there any questions?
This is include the installation.
Yes, this is everything.
Okay.
Oh, no, I'm wrong. This is just the radios. Well, we're not sure when the installation is going to be or when they're going to get here. So we don't know if the pricing would change between now and then.
Is this off that, the approved buying thing, chief?
No, this is a vendor specific. This is through Motorola. County operates off the Motorola system, and to be compatible, we have to buy Motorola.
Gotcha. Good stuff though.
Yes. It's going to be wonderful.
Cool.
Are you going to be where you want to be, Chief, with all these radios, or is there anything additional that you'll need?
I don't know if I'll ever be where I want to be, but yes, this will bring us up to where we can talk on the radios. Currently, with our system we have now, we can't talk on walkies more than 3 or 4 blocks. With this, we'll be able to talk to anybody, anywhere. This will be on the same frequency Jefferson County's on. We'll have everything they have. We'll have the same coverage. This will be great.
Very good.
Any other discussion? If not, could I have a motion to approve the purchase of radios for $182,813.75 from Motorola?
Well moved.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Could I have a roll call, please?
Councilman Boyer,
Yes.
Councilman Underwood,
Yes.
Councilman Weiner,
Yes.
Councilman Dennis,
Yes.
Councilman Vins,
Yes.
Councilman Tenen,
Yes.
Councilman Cook.
Yes.
Motion is approved. Purchase the radios, Chief.
Thank you.
Next, we have another request from the police department for a voice recorder system upgrade. Could I have a staff report, Chief?
Yes, sir. This is an upgrade to our current recording system that we have. We got this through the GSA pricing contract. We piggybacked on that. This is a system that upgrades all of our telephones, everything that comes into the station so that we can become compliant with everything and be up to date on our recording. It's important that we have that.
Any discussion? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to approve the request for a voice recorder system upgrade, $23,302.
I'll make the motion.
Motion's been made and seconded. Roll call, please.
Councilman Tenen,
Yes.
Councilman Cook,
Yes.
Councilman Vins,
Yes.
Councilman Weiner,
Yes.
Councilman Dennis,
Yes.
Councilman Boyer,
Yes.
Councilman Underwood.
Motion passes. Next, we have the purchase of ammunition. That's from the police department. Could I have a staff report, please?
Yes, sir. We'd like to put in our annual review for ammunition. This is our training ammo and duty ammo through Gulf States distributorship. It's vendor specific. If you get bids from other people that sell ammo, they buy it from Gulf States. So we basically cut out the middleman and go right to the vendor. But this replaces our 45s, our 9s, our 223s, and 308 ammo, along with whether we order tasers or anything else comes out of this.
I'll take 1,000 rounds.
Hollow points or hardball?
All of them.
Is there any discussion?
Barney gets by with one bullet there in Mayberry. I don't know. You think we need all that ammunition?
I hope not.
Never got enough.
Is there any other discussion? If not, I'll entertain a motion to approve the purchase of ammunition for $7,005.
So moved.
We had a question
Is this about the same amount we used for last year?
about,
$24 less.
yeah, it fluctuates. It depends on supply and demand. Some years we can get it, some years we can't, but this was worth it, what, $30?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do we have a motion
So moved.
So moved.
Second.
and a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded to approve the purchase of ammunition for $7,005. Roll call vote, please.
Councilman Boyer,
Yes.
Councilman Underwood,
Yes.
Councilman Weiner,
Yes.
Councilman Dennis,
Yes.
Councilman Vins,
Yes.
Councilman Tenen,
Yes.
Councilman Cook.
Yes.
Motion passes. Chief, go ahead and purchase your ammo.
Thank you very much.
Next, we have a bid for the fire department on an extraction tool. Staff report, please.
Good evening, everyone. Basically, we have a combination tool we carry on one of our trucks, extrication tool, and we are in need of a power unit. And instead of purchasing a new power unit for $9,000, we're going to go ahead and try to convert this tool over to a battery operated tool, which will eliminate the need for the gas and the hydraulic lines and everything else. So what I'm asking you today is we're requesting permission to convert this tool over to a battery operated tool. Conversion kit is what we're needing for the price of $5,800. And we budgeted $6,500 for this.
Any discussion?
Sir. Hey, Chief, Mike Cook here. What's the benefit of going battery? Are we just going to try to save money because the gas powered is still the way to go? 'Cause I'm concerned about battery life, charging capabilities and stuff like that. What's the motive behind it? I really see it as buy a new tool.
We're not going to lose any power as far as the tool is capable of using. Going battery, this allows us to, it takes up less space. We carry this tool on our, this one specific tool on the ladder truck, which we don't have as much compartmentation on that truck. So it just takes up less space, and then we don't have to, like I said, deal with the hydraulic line or the power unit itself.
What about the charging capability, the life of the battery? Any concerns with that?
No, these are all the lithium ion batteries nowadays. They last a pretty good while. And it comes with, it comes with 2 batteries and the chargers for them.
Okay, I just want to make sure we're not doing just to cut corners when a new tool is the way to go. So, okay, thank you, sir.
The tool itself is fine. It's just the power unit in need of repair. So,
Right.
Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to approve the purchase of the extraction tool, the power unit, for $5,800.
So moved.
Motion made and seconded. Roll call, please.
Councilman Boyer,
Yes.
Councilman Underwood,
Yes.
Councilman Dennis,
Yes.
Councilman Weiner,
Yes.
Councilman Cook,
Yes.
Councilman Vins,
Yes.
Councilman Tenen.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you.
Okay, Chief. Tonight we have Bill 4593 on the agenda. Would the clerk please read the bill for the first time?
Bill number 4593, an ordinance of the City Council of the City of Festus, Missouri, approving the plat of Festus Point and establishing an effective date.
Staff report, please.
Gents, I know Mark Harris, our building planning director, is on, and then Tom Reynolds with Cole is on the call here as well, and they'd be able to answer any of your questions. Mark, if there's anything you wanted to say in reference to I guess, the process on this one, because there's been some time that passed since it went through P and Z.
Correct. And Tom can probably comment on this also, but it originally went through, I believe, in August or September and got put on council's agenda. And they called and wanted to table it, but apparently there's been some forward motion on it.
That's correct. Yeah, Mark, I'll jump in for just a second. The owner, the potential buyer, Dunkin' Donuts, they weren't moving very fast, and he didn't want to push it along too quickly before they had made a more serious commitment to him. So we're to that point, and he's ready to move forward.
Yes, and it did go through P&Z originally, was unanimously approved. We looked at, the only main issue was parking. We reworked some of the parking and got that all straightened out, and should be everything in compliance and ready to go.
Is there any other questions?
I got a question, Sam. So this is this is over there by Jimmy John's. Is that what we're looking at?
That's correct. In front of, it'd be the northeastern corner of that lot, more towards Cecil Whitaker's end in the corner of A and 55.
Oh, I got you, Mark. Okay.
Yep.
So is that going to be like a small, like satellite store? It's not going to have dining or anything like that, or not much anyhow?
Go ahead, Tom.
No, it's going to be a drive-through only.
Okay.
Swing in, swing out.
I got you. That's all I had.
Are there any other questions? Hearing none, do I have a motion to suspend the rules and read Bill 4593 for the second time in title only? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Hearing none, motion carries. Madam Clerk, would you please read Bill 4593 for the second time?
I'm sorry, Mayor. Who made the motion on that to read it for a second time? Or we already read it for the first time, didn't we? Or no?
I think we read it the first time.
Yeah. So we need a
Yes,
motion to
We'll
suspend
need
the rules.
we'll need a motion and a second and then a vote to be able to suspend the rules.
Okay.
I make the motion, we read it for a second time, title only.
Second it.
Motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Hearing none. Madam Clerk, would you please read Bill 4593 for the second time in title only?
Bill number 4593, an ordinance of the City Council of the City of Festus, Missouri, approving the plat of Festus Point and establishing an effective date. Councilman Underwood?
Yes.
Councilman Venz?
Yes.
Councilman Dennis?
Yes.
Councilman Weiner?
Yes.
Councilman Cook?
Yes.
Councilman Boyer?
Yes.
Councilman Tennant?
Yes.
Bill 4593 has passed.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Next, we have Bill 4610 on the agenda. Madam Clerk, would you read Bill 4610 for the first time?
Bill number 4610, an ordinance of the City Council of the City of Festus, Missouri, amending Chapter 370 of the Code of Ordinances of the City of Festus to amend certain provisions relating to protective headgear on motorcycles, repealing all ordinances or parts of ordinances in conflict herewith, and establishing an effective date.
Bill 4610 is now up for discussion. Could I have a staff report, please?
Yeah, Brian, would you like to address this for us?
Sure, Greg, thank you. So the General Assembly passed a bill in this most recent legislative session in which they did two things. One, they said that the law requiring that persons riding motorcycles have to wear helmets now only applies to persons under 26. So if you're over 26, you're no longer required to wear a helmet when you ride a motorcycle. And it also said that cities cannot enforce an ordinance relating to wearing helmets on motorcycles, and someone not having a helmet while they're wearing a motorcycle can't be the reason you pull somebody over. So that being the decision of the legislature, wherein they essentially preempted local ordinances regarding helmets on motorcycles, this ordinance would repeal the city's ordinance to comply with state law.
Oh, you answered my question. Thanks.
Is there any questions?
I have a question on that. You say that the police can't just pull somebody over for not having a helmet on. What if they're pretty much known just to be a teenager?
Well, what the statute says is that the lack of the helmet can't be the sole reason you pull somebody over. So if there's another reason that the stop is justified, then the police can initiate a traffic stop. But the idea is that they're not supposed to initiate a traffic stop solely to confirm that the person is over 26 if they're not wearing a helmet on a motorcycle.
I see. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any other questions? Hearing none, do I have a motion to suspend the rules and read Bill 4610 for the second time in title only?
So moved.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Hearing none. Madam Clerk, would you please read Bill 4610 for the second time?
Bill number 4610, an ordinance of the City Council of the City of Festus, Missouri, amending Chapter 370 of the Code of Ordinances of the City of Festus to amend certain provisions relating to protective headgear on motorcycles, repealing all ordinances or parts of ordinances in conflict herewith, and establishing an effective date. Councilman Tenen.
Yes.
Councilman Cook.
Yes.
Councilman Venz.
Yes.
Councilman Weiner.
Yes.
Councilman Dennis.
Yes.
Councilman Underwood.
Yes.
Councilman Boyer.
Yes.
Bill 4610 passes. We also have Bill 4611 on the agenda. Would the clerk please read the bill for the first time?
Bill number 4611, an ordinance of the City Council of the City of Festus, Missouri, approving the minor subdivision plat known as Edward Sims Subdivision Plat 2 and establishing an effective date.
Could I have a staff report, please?
Yeah, this is the lot out on American Legion, one of your former council members, Paul K. Schaefer's lot. They've wanting to split that. They've sold the home and are splitting off that larger section just for future development. Fairly simple lot split. Went through P&Z this last week, unanimously recommended, and everything meets zoning and planning as it should.
Is there any questions? Hearing none. Do I have a motion to suspend the rules and read Bill 4611 for the second time?
So moved.
Motion's been made
Second.
and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Hearing none. Madam Clerk, would you please read Bill 4611 for the second time?
Bill number 4611, an ordinance of the City Council of the City of Festus, Missouri, approving the minor subdivision plat known as Edward Sims Subdivision Plat 2 and establishing an effective date. Councilman Boyer,
Yes.
Councilman Underwood, Councilman Weiner,
Yes.
Councilman Dennis,
Yes.
Councilman Vins,
Yes.
Councilman Cook,
Yes.
Councilman Tenen.
Yes.
Bill 4611 has passed.
And thank you again, gentlemen.
Next, we have Bill number 4612 on the agenda. Would the clerk please read the bill for the first time?
Bill number 4612, an ordinance of the City Council of the City of Festus, Missouri, approving the major preliminary plat lot split of Festus Commerce and Business Center Plat 6 and establishing an effective date.
Bill 4612 is now open for discussion. Could I have a staff report, please?
This is Larry Goodwin's property. This is the area just to the south of the development currently going on with Southeastern Services and Butler Supply. It's the next lot to the south. You can see from the plat, he's wanting to bring in a short street cul-de-sac there and split the lot off in 3 separate lots to a larger lot to the direct west of that cul-de-sac, a lot to the north and south. Everything they've submitted on this preliminary plat meets all specifications. Went through P&Z last Thursday and unanimously recommended.
Is there any discussion?
Mark, does he have any potential clients for those lots?
He hasn't released anything yet. They are not really sure. I think it's going to be something in line with like the Butler Supply, Southeastern Services, something along that lanes. But he hasn't really given us any direction on what it is yet.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other questions? Hearing none, do I have a motion to suspend the rules and read Bill 4612 for the second time in title only?
So moved.
Motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Madam Clerk, would you please read Bill 4612 for the second time?
Bill number 4612, an ordinance of the City Council of the City of Festus, Missouri, approving the major preliminary plat lot split of Festus Commerce and Business Center Plat 6 and establishing an effective date. Councilman Tenen,
Yes.
Councilman Vins,
Yes.
Councilman Cook,
Yes.
Councilman Weiner,
Yes.
Councilman Dennis,
Yes.
Councilman Underwood, Councilman Boyer.
Yes.
Bill 4612 has passed.
Thank you for the last time, gentlemen. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Mark.
Thanks, Mark. We have bill number 4613 on the agenda. Would the clerk please read the bill for the first time?
Bill number 4613, an ordinance of the City Council of the City of Festus, Missouri, authorizing the mayor to enter into and execute an intergovernmental agreement for humane euthanasia services with Jefferson County, Missouri, incorporating said agreement as part of this ordinance and establishing an effective date.
Staff report.
This is the annual agreement that we enter into with the county. This would be for services for the year of 2021.
Is there any questions or discussion?
I'd like to make just a quick comment on this, that, I was concerned last year and again this year until I started making phone calls. And I talked to Jason at our animal control. And this is just really a piece of paper is about all it is, because he's worked there, he said, 3.5 years. And in that time, only 2 years only 2 dogs have been put down, and they were extremely ill in accordance with this ordinance. So I am really, really happy and proud of our animal control for doing what they're doing, and it's deeply appreciated by many people, I'm sure. That's all I have, sir.
Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, do I have a motion to suspend the rules and read Bill 4613 for the second time in title only?
So moved.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed say nay. Hearing none, motion passes. Madam Clerk, would you please read Bill 4613 for the second time?
Bill number 4613, an ordinance of the City Council of the City of Festus, Missouri, authorizing the mayor to enter into and execute an intergovernmental agreement for humane euthanasia services with Jefferson County, Missouri, incorporating said agreement as part of this ordinance and establishing an effective date. Councilman Weiner.
Yes.
Councilman Dennis.
Yes.
Councilman Cook.
Yes.
Councilman Venz.
Yes.
Councilman Tinnen.
Yes.
Councilman Boyer.
Yes.
Councilman Underwood.
Bill 4613 has passed. Next, we have Bill 4614. Would the clerk please read the bill for the first time?
Bill number 4614, an ordinance of the City Council of the City of Festus, Missouri, authorizing the mayor to enter into and execute a revenue sharing agreement with Jefferson County, Missouri, for the 0.5% sales tax for capital improvements to publicly maintained roads, incorporating said agreement as part of this ordinance, prescribing the conditions thereto, and establishing an effective date.
Bill 4614 is open for discussion. Could I have a staff report, please?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Mayor, members of the City Council. Before you have the standard agreement, the same one that we passed last year. I don't believe anything changes unless we have added road miles. That's a different part that happens at a different time of the year. But for right now, all we're doing is accepting this agreement so that we can utilize those funds as we've programmed them in our fiscal year budget.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none, do I have a motion to suspend the rules and read Bill 4614 for the second time in title only?
So moved.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed say nay. Hearing none, Madam Clerk, would you please read Bill 4614 for the second time?
Bill number 4614, an ordinance of the City Council of the City of Festus, Missouri, authorizing the mayor to enter into and execute a revenue sharing agreement with Jefferson County, Missouri, for the 0.5% sales tax for capital improvements to publicly maintained roads, incorporating said agreement as part of this ordinance, prescribing the conditions thereto, and establishing an effective date. Councilman Dennis.
Yes.
Councilman Boyer.
Yes.
Councilman Underwood.
Yes.
Councilman Weiner.
Yes.
Councilman Venz.
Yes.
Councilman Cook.
Yes.
Councilman Tinnen.
Yes.
Bill 4614 has passed. Do we have any new business?
No, sir.
Do we have any old business?
No, sir.
If not, Councilman Underwood. I didn't hear.
I have nothing, sir.
All righty.
Thanks, everybody.
Councilman Boyer.
I have nothing, sir.
Thank you, Councilman Weiner.
All I have is everybody please stay safe.
Councilman Venz.
Nothing, sir. Nothing, sir. Just have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. See y'all next year.
Councilman Dennis.
Well, I know one thing, it's good to see our friend Gary back. We missed him.
Thank you, sir.
And I want to congratulate Ms. Lowry on her new position. She's always made the city proud. And reiterate what Bobby said, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. That's all, sir.
Thank you. Councilman Tenon.
Nothing new, sir. Just same thing. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, guys.
Councilman Cook.
Thank you, sir. Councilman Underwood, nice to see you again. Same thing Kevin said, I'd like to pass on to Barb. Congratulations. She does a good job. And everybody stay safe. Have a safe Christmas and a great New Year, and see everybody in January. Thank you, sir.
All righty. I would like, excuse me. I would like to take this opportunity to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We certainly have had a challenging year. However, with the strong dedication of our employees and new members of the City Council, we as a city have been able to provide the services to our citizens without interruption. As your mayor, I thank you and look forward to 2021 being a much better year. I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion's been made
Second.
and seconded. Gentlemen and ladies, have a good New Year.
Merry Christmas to everybody.
Christmas.
See y'all.
Take
All
care.
those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right.
All those opposed? This meeting is adjourned.